Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make broccoli tot. For starters, I have a pot of water that's going to be boiling behind me. I'm going to start by cutting our broccoli and get that going. For the rest of the recipe, we're going to need 2 heads of broccoli, need 1 egg, some green onions, a block of cheddar cheese, which I'm going to grate, breadcrumbs. It says sriracha, but I have sambal, so I'm going to use that and see how it goes, and some garlic and salt and pepper. So I'm going to start by cutting the broccoli pretty finely. It doesn't have to be completely shredded like the video said. Okay, so I'm still waiting for my water to boil. In the meantime, I've minced my garlic, which was 2 cloves, and I used about half a bunch of green onions. I'm going to shred my cheese and then whisk together my egg. Okay, so now our water is boiling and we are going to add some salt in. You want a pretty generous amount. It's not going to make your broccoli too salty, it's just so it cooks better. Then I have our cut up broccoli that we're going to put all in there. And we're going to let this blanch for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so now I have our broccoli, which I've drained and just put in a dish towel. We're going to cut this up really finely and add it into our giant bowl. In our bowl already, I have our garlic and green onions. After I cut up the broccoli, I'm going to add the cheddar cheese, the sambal, the salt and pepper, and the egg. As far as the cheese goes, I ended up using about 1/4 of a block of cheddar, and I shredded it myself, but the recipe calls for about 2/3 of a cup. Alright, so you really want to get this fine. It should be tater tot consistency. Like these big chunks and stuff in there, you want to make sure that you get all those too, since we're not putting it in a food processor. Okay, so this is our finely chopped broccoli. I'm going to add the last bit of that into our bowl. We're also going to put in the egg, the salt and pepper, the breadcrumbs, the cheese, and our hot sauce. Alright, so we're going to mix all of this together until it is kind of like cake batter consistency. And then after that, we are going to put it in the fridge to chill for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. Okay, so as I'm mixing this, I'm starting to realize that it's not sticking together. When you put it in your hand like this, it should kind of completely hold its shape. This is kind of like breaking apart. So we're gonna add in a second egg. It could just be because we had smaller eggs, but I guess just watch for that when you're doing your mixing consistency. I can already tell that this is a little bit more wet and is gonna hold together better. Okay, so it's been 15 to 20 minutes and I've taken this out the fridge. I have no idea how this is going to go, but we're going to give it a shot. I have a cookie sheet, which I'm going to spray with cooking spray. We're going to take some broccoli and form it into meatball-looking tater tots. I would just kind of push it together until it's like pretty solid, put it on our cookie sheet, and here's what I already did. We're going to do that for all of our mixture and then put it into our oven, which is preheating at 400 degrees right now. Okay, so this is our attempt at broccoli tots. We're going to put them in the oven at 400 degrees for 9 minutes, take them out, flip them, and then cook them for 9 more minutes.